Let's see this question. So we're given this equation, x cubed plus 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 0. And we're asked to evaluate x raised by 2022 plus x raised by 2023 plus x raised by 2024. So let's see if we can solve for x. Right? Ideally, if we can solve for x, let's see. So x cubed, let me get my pencil. So I have x cubed, 2x squared, 2x plus 1. Well, if we split this 2x squared into x squared plus x squared, right? We split into 1x squared plus another x squared. Then we see with this one, with these two, that makes a perfect square, right? That makes x plus 1 squared. So those three terms. And the previous one, x cubed plus x squared. So with these two terms, we can factor out x squared. If we factor out x squared for those terms, we have x times x plus 1. Well, perfect, right? You see why this is good now? I have x plus 1 as a factor. I have x plus 1 as a factor. So when I add those two terms, I can factor out x plus 1. So I have x plus 1 as a common factor. Then the first term left with the x. The second term left with x plus 1. Well, x plus 1 is 2x plus 1. Right. Oh, hold on. I'm missing something. That's x squared. Yeah, I was thinking I had x cubed to start with. So this is x squared, factor x squared. X squared times x plus 1. So this term is x squared plus 1. And this equals 0. So we're able to, make the given equation as factored. So I have those two factors. Right, x squared plus x plus 1. If we set this one to be 0, we use the quadratic formula, we get a 1 minus 4ac. The discriminant will be negative. So this one doesn't have a real solution. So which means in real number system, this one will not be 0. So that means x plus 1, we have another factor, x plus 1 is 0. That means x equals -1. If x equals -1 raised by even number is +1. Raised by odd number, -1. Raised by even number, +1. Right, so I have 1 plus 1, 2. 2 minus 1, 1. So the answer is 1. Okay, this here is a little bit sloppy. I already write the answers. Let's go through that. So we observe the given equation where we split the 2x squared as x squared plus x squared. Then x squared plus 2x, those three terms makes perfect square, x plus 1 squared. And x cubed plus x squared, we can factor out x squared. So we see x plus 1 as a common factor. Let me grab my pen. So we have x plus 1 as a common factor. So we factor out x plus 1. Then we're able to, this is missing x. Right, this is missing x. Because the first term left with x squared, but the second term was left with another factor of x plus 1. So this is x squared plus x plus 1. Right, and this one will never be 0 in real number world, real numbers. So remember what's real number? Real number means a number, you square it. It has to be at least a 0. Right. So xy plus x plus 1, we will get an imaginary number. So x plus 1 equals 0, right? So that means x equals -1. Well, then we push this -1 into the evaluation of this one. So -1 raised by even number is +1. Raised by odd number that stays to be negative. Raised by even number that becomes positive. So 1 minus 1, 0, plus 1, that's 1. So the answer for this is just 1 in the end.